Oh, good evening and welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can push some score. See if we can get this 2700. Now, if all goes well, the sound should be set up properly. I've just had a change of my hardware, so if it's incorrect, then I do apologize. Let's see what I need to fix. Crossing City and Grimbatal, okay. Let's see if we can get to one. One quick second, I noticed that my filter's slightly incorrect. It's catching stuff in the background. There we go. Let's see how long it takes to do this. See, normally it's a few minutes, not that hard to actually get a group. I've got enough flask and everything. Let me see. Maybe. Good. At least a good thing about 10s is it's actually good for grinding out some crests, which I still need to replace a few parts, which is my bracers, my cloak. I think a ring, yeah, a ring. So we got a city of threads. See, city of threads is one of those instances that I always struggle a little bit regarding heroism. Because some groups just like it at all different times. Let's see when you actually know when they want it. That way they can let me know and I don't panic. Let's see. So I asked them when they wanted heroism. They said a quick smoke. Do you think that's to change smoker? Pop heroism. Oh, I'm done. Could be. Could be. We'll just have to wait and see when they actually want. I wonder what they're waiting for though. Because we've got a unholy death knight, we've got a retreat, a warrior. I wouldn't say no to getting a wee bit arranged. But as it's not my group, simply just here and along for the ride. Something else went AFK. These poor people are just waiting for an invite. That's a shame. So, there's this Grim Battalion, that's City of Threads. Let's see what we need. No, that's the heroism timing thing really gets me at times. It's one of those ones where I'm just not sure when groups want it. Because I played Resto and Holy Pala for so long. So, oh, there we go. Hero at first and third boss, please. Alright, take your time. She knows what to take care of, so. Yeah, that should be. So they want it for boss 1 and boss 3. That simply means, hopefully, nobody dies in the first hit. While we're doing that, I'll quickly go over a few mobs just to show the concerning packs. If they have mythic dungeon doors, you can easily just bring up a few mobs, right click on them and see what they do. Let me see. Normally first people, they pull the first big pack with the Swarm Guard. This dot, it doesn't show that much damage at the moment because it doesn't scale at the moment with Keystone level. But on 10s it really requires attention as a healer. If you're playing as a DPS, it's a perfect time to pop a cooldown. Let me see, let's go straight through. Okay. Oh, so we got Hunter. I'm actually curious regarding the next patch, which is 11.1, for the changes that's happening to Hunter. Might see an influx of some marksmen. This one's BM. Usually solid damage all around. The buff that I'm hovering over at the moment, as you can see at the bottom part there, says usable by rogues, priests, and engineers. Essentially, it is this NPC over there, Queer Hanseric. One of the classes that was listed, or engineers. As long as you stand at it, it's a few second channel and it gives you a nice buff. I believe it was movement speed and some 15% damage. I did 50% movement speed and 15% damage. Okay. I knew it was always a damage, I just couldn't remember how quick it was as well. One of the biggest things I have noticed here is not so much the first part of the instance, but the later half, when you get to the last boss. There's so many mechanics, and there's two that drop everyone's health really low, which is Tremor Slam, the circle around the boss that hits everyone really hard, and Umbral Weave, which roots everyone. That one you normally stack up for. Most will pop defensives for these two hits, but they are not that bad. If you pop a defensive for this dot, splice, it happens constantly throughout the fight, and it hits everyone for 6 seconds. That brings you low, and one of these two normally kill you. So if you've popped a defensive for splice, you generally survive. Unless you've done something seriously wrong. And at that point, nothing's going to save you. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully we can get a few crests out of this. Yeah, what's up? Sneaking in, seeing you.
And now you learn the true lesson.
Good evening. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick 10 for some gilded crests. And also checking the hardware out to make sure there's no setting problems. Oh, there might be hot boss. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll fix the rest of that later. Oh my. Oh my. Oh good, there we go. It seems with getting the new hardware in, I forgot to double check the settings with that one with Mythic Plus. So that was a very quick moment. That was an attention getter, thank you. Alrighty, so we're taking it a bit slow and a bit easy, so we're not taking all of the packs together. But it does look like we had an engineer with us. Any additional help on the damage is always useful. There we go, this is the dots that the last boss also does. It's good practice early on in the dungeon to get used to the damage. Doesn't do too much since it's just on a 10. But if you're not prepared for it, it can easily overwhelm you. And as you can see, it's back on us again, so it does happen very frequent during the encounters. Most people will see it as just something the healer has to watch for, but when you're on the boss fight, the last boss, with all of the additional things going on, it really needs some attention. Where are we going to go, tank? Oh, so we're going for these. These silk binders do 2 separate casts. This silk binding that needs stopped, and the other one just does a big burst of damage to one person. And again, the dots on us from the swarm guard. It's going to make sure everyone's nice and topped. The only danger that comes in is if someone is getting hit with 2 web bolts from the casters and it's not interrupted. Apart from that, there shouldn't be any reason why you die. At least in theory. If we don't kick this skull at the moment, when its cast finishes, it will put a dark spot, a dark circle on the floor that you must move out of. This here is something you have to watch when you dispel it. If you dispel it straight away, there's a good chance that you're actually going to stun someone at the same time. 1 sec. Sorry about that, my daughter just walked in at the same time. Alright, so as I was trying to say, the debuff that comes up is simple enough. One person moves out and then gets dispelled. Otherwise, there's a good chance that the orbs that are on the person will shoot out from them when dispelled or expired and stun everyone in the process. I must say, I like this relaxed pace. It's different. This first boss normally gets done in several different ways. You'll start on one corner and slowly work up the room, and then come down the other side. As soon as you engage the boss, he will pull you towards where he's currently standing, And unfortunately we lost someone at the start there, so that's not so good. Well, now pop heroism. Right, so, here come the orbs. We've got to make sure we're not going to hit anyone, and we dispel. And then we look at the last person that still has the debuff on them. Going to make sure that we dispel them or avoid the orbs coming out. A small pulsing bit of damage, and then we have to move. Otherwise, this big black circle gets so large that it will kill you if you step in it. Normally the tank will ping as to which direction they're going in. Again, one's on me, I'm going to make sure to dispel it, and then focus heals on the hunter. And then when it expires, it shoots out orbs. Now where we are standing, he will most likely go this way. Yep, there we go, there's the ping. And as soon as the boss finishes his cast, we immediately move to a safe area. As you can see, the boss is already at 50% health on a +10, so you've got so much space. Incoming orbs will dispel on the paladin, or watch the heals on the hunter. It's a good bubble from that paladin, because that was not good. Again, pulsing AoE damage, it doesn't do too much. But we're going to move. Where are we moving? The warrior didn't ping. So it's a good idea just to pay close attention to where your tank is. I'm just going to quickly demonstrate when you move too far, you will get pulled back in like so. Dispelling one, focus and heals on the other one. What's up? Oh, that's fine. Oh, the tanks get overwhelmed. He's not pinging anymore, and everyone's panicking. It's very easy to get overwhelmed when it comes to this. There's a few tank busters that happen at the same time. But as long as you ping as to where you're going to go, it keeps the group in the know instead of guessing. There's a good chance if you go the wrong way, you get pulled back into the black circle, and it will just kill you. This mob here is one of the hidden Queen's Guard. Or the Eyes of the Queen, sorry. I've yet seen a pug that's actually tried to do this like the MDI, where we all break off in each direction and meet up in the middle. Never seen that happen, but I'm so curious to test it. There seems to be preset areas as to where the hidden NPCs are. After you're in this dungeon a few times, it becomes easy enough to figure out where they're going to be. As we head to each area to find the Eyes of the Queen, I'll quickly point out a few areas they can be. By default, in most groups, you'll go left here. The first one's either behind this building, in this building, or at the back of it. Let's see where it is. Oh, it's inside the building. Okay, it's normally in this one, inside the building, or at the back. This is one of the spies, number 2. We've got 2 more to go after this. Oh, it looks like the paladin actually got caught by one of the watchers outside, and he got ported back to the start. That's unfortunate. These mobs don't really do anything too bad. They put a small dot on everyone that's just a case of out healing or using a defensive. It's nothing too major. As long as everyone stays healthy, they're in no real danger of dying. There are a few packs that have 1 caster when you're finding this stealth mobs. Just make sure you catch the kicks on the casters. I'm going to try and find the next one. There is 2 more to find in total. And this next one is either on the left here. Don't always follow this. It's either on the left here, and if it's not there, it's in one of two other places, which is down to the left here, or at the very end. So let's see. Okay, it's down this one. It's that NPC there. After a few tries in this dungeon, you start to realise where the mobs are. What is that Death Knight dying to? I'm not sure how he managed to die unless he ran straight into the patrol. And he's being awfully quiet in the group chat, so I'm going to guess something went wrong. Biggest thing about having a warrior tank in this, when it comes to trash, as long as they keep up the shield block, they don't take much damage at all. It becomes very relaxing. Nice, we ascendance proc that. Now when you've finished off the one at this side, you go up and over. And again, it's in one of three places. I'll quickly try and point them out as we go. You must avoid these priests. If you go into the circles, they will channel on you, which does a bit of damage, and you'll actually have to get ported back to the start. So on this side here, the NPC is either on this side right here, it's either in this building, or it's down there. Let's find out where it is. Okay, there's no shadow clone, so it's over here. You start to know where they are. They're always in one of three places, and there should be a caster in this pack as well. Again, every one of these packs always does the same standard dot to the party. As long as you keep on top of it, no one should be in danger of falling over. There's a few different strategies you can do for the next boss. There's certain key moments where you'll have to use defensives, and it's a bit of a healing check if people use them at the wrong time. I'll quickly explain them whilst we do the roleplay up top. Oops, sorry, too busy typing away that. Alright, this boss does a few mechanics. There are two of them. Generally time them together. And the first ultimate they always do puts a group-wide dot, which initially ticks everyone down, and then a dot gets applied. If you can try and dispel it as quickly as possible and make sure people stay above half health. After that, the next ultimate is lines. If you have them facing this blocked off wall, say they're tanked over here, and you're facing this blocked off wall, they will not charge because there is no path available. Otherwise they run all over the room and it's wasted damage. So, let's see how this fight pulls out. Just a group white dot that comes out on a few people. Nothing major. It is very important to keep people top though, because the first ultimate they do is just coming in. Here it comes. There we go. So we're going to pop a defensive, we're going to pop a few group cooldowns. I'm going to make sure the paladin stays nice and high. I'll dispel the Death Knight and myself with my racial. Then we'll try and make sure the lines get pointed towards the wall. And they won't move. Just because they had no path available. That was actually really well done from the bug. The next one that comes in is called Rhyme Dagger, which if you're a Death Knight you can use AMS on, but everyone must stack on the tank for this and help remove this circle on the tank. The more people that's close and in the circle, the quicker it's off. That's essentially all the mechanics in the fight. Again, lines, so we're going to reposition towards the bit without a path. They're going to run away. And let's see if we can get them over against the wall. No, that's unfortunate. The next one that comes in is going to be something you have to sidestep and dodge out of. Just be careful you don't get clipped. For the dots, sometimes it's nice to pop a slight defensive because it can get quite scary at times. This one's going to be the dot again on everyone. So we need to make sure we dispel the low ones first. That way no one is in danger of dying. With cooldowns it becomes very easy to out-heal that, but without, it's really rough. The next one's going to be Rhyme Dagger again on the tank. I'm not sure if warriors can spell Reflected. I'd be curious to find out if they're able to do that. Unfortunately, most of the tanks at the moment seem to be proc paladins, so you don't really get much of a chance to test it. There's going to be the lines coming up, so I'm already repositioning against the walls. That way hopefully they don't move. Unfortunately, the first two are miles away. It's always the case you're standing in the correct position, but it never goes on you. You try your best, but you can only do what you can do. That was actually really well done. Now, depending on which tank you do, sometimes you do a single pull first here, and then they'll do 1 or up to 3 packs. These mobs do a stack and debuff on the tank, which will need group help to slow the mobs. But essentially it means they take increased damage. It does wear off after a few seconds, but so thankfully it's not too bad. How are we going to do this? Is he just going to make it nice and easy? As you can see, his health felt really low there, because he's currently on 4 stacks. So we're just going to make sure that it doesn't take additional damage when not needed. I'm looking to see if he's going to jump away, and at which point I'll have to slow them. Nope, he's just going to stand there and tank it. Fair enough. If he doesn't take these additional packs, we're going to be really, really low on count. You generally don't want to pull 2 of these Webmancers together, because they do a very, very nasty cast, and both of them heal. But you simply must make do, because not everyone goes the same route. Now he's on 6 stacks, and his health is really starting to plummet. 8, 9. Thankfully, because he's a warrior, he can actually negate most of the physical damage. Some other tanks are not so lucky with that, and they can easily fall over. A lot of people end up saving their kicks for the mending web. However, that is simply a channeled ability, and you can easily kick or stun it. But this other cast you do, Grim Wave Bolt I believe it was, it does a lot of damage. That's great if you've got a warrior in a group. They can easily spell reflect that stuff. any additional help on the damage is definitely useful. Now this mob up top here, the Venom Shell, puts out poison dots on everyone. I generally like to try and use my poison cleansing totem for the first one, and then the next cast it does, I'll cover it with some defensives. So just make sure you're not standing in the swirlies. I use poison cleansing to get most of the dots off everyone. And as long as you don't get hit by the green swirlies, you're in for a good time. Avoid the frontal, that's very nasty if you get hit with that. And here comes the next dot that's coming out, but by the looks of it, he might die before then. There we go. That warrior done over 1 million damage single targets. Now these packs here, the unnaturally does a cast called Void something. If that cast goes off, it will knock everyone back. Void Wave. If you interrupt it, you will not be knocked back. If you don't, you will be knocked into some of these depending on your position. And they spawn additional adds, and it's generally not nice. I might have to have a quick break after this to quickly fix my settings. With having new hardware, I think something is incorrect. I'll have to fix it. Again, we've got some more unnaturals here. Just make sure you interrupt the Void Wave. As a healer, I like to go down and pull the droplet packs. When these die, it will spawn the next boss. So if you can bring them up for the tank, it saves you a bit of time. And also by the time they're all grouped, everyone can just AoE them down. Now this next boss here is quite interesting. There's a few mechanics that happen during it. You've got a few knockbacks, and then you've got red glowing orbs, like you can see now, floating around, that will head towards the boss. If they reach the boss, they will heal him. Your job is to interrupt the path of them, so basically stand in the way of the orbs and make sure they don't hit the boss. But when you do, it puts a heal absorb on your character. There's only one real damaging AoE on this, which is called Dark Pulse, which you will need to commit a defensive for. See, I'm going to run over one at the moment. It's going to give me a heal absorb that I need to out heal. If I don't, it's very difficult to survive the AoE the boss does. Again, another AoE from the boss. Now it's going to be the Dark Pulse, which is the AoE on everyone. I'm going to commit a few cooldowns just to make sure everyone stays alive, because he's dying really fast. There's no point in risking it. The hunter's dying because he had a big absorb shield on him and I couldn't pick him up. The tank buster on this is really, really rough, but you get plenty of time to pick up the tank afterwards. I'm going to commit another cooldown, that way everyone stays nice and healthy. If they're already really low in health and then they collect these orbs, it's very hard to keep them topped up. You can easily be overwhelmed, especially if you've only got one person collecting most of them. And also, he'll do a second cast which puts a small circle underneath him. You don't want to stand in a circle. That's what happened to the paladin there, and he died. Every time you collect an orb before it reaches the boss, it will spawn a small circle underneath. So don't get caught out with collecting the orb and then standing still. If you do that, you will end up being overwhelmed and die. Again, here comes an AoE, so I'm going to make sure everyone is staying nice and healthy. Only me and Hunter have popped defensives, but if needed, the Death Knight can always use Death Strike. And now we're on to the last boss. The trash packs in the last area are really, really bad. If you pull the both of them together, there's a good chance your group will wipe. They do overlapping AoE, and it's rather nasty if you can't split them up. As soon as we step through this doorway, a small roleplay will happen, and then one mob will activate, and then the next one. So you have time to interrupt the first cast, and then move the first caster away. Okay, so as we step through, you'll see something happening to the two mobs that are here. We'll interrupt the first cast and we'll pull them over. As the tank has just said, follow the paladin said, follow the tank on this. This boss, there's more happening to it, but it's not really much to watch for. Umbral Weave is essentially a route that you must kill. So if you stack up for that, it's a lot easier to keep people alive. The boss will spawn 3 orbs, which from time to time will move around the room, and it'll always be on players' locations. So if you stay with the tank, it will make sure that nobody is actually getting hit with the path. Because if you're caught in the path of an orb moving, it will do damage to you. The boss will also do the Umbral Weave, which unfortunately does root you. So if you don't kill it quick enough, you run into the problem of the orbs hitting you, and then you wipe. And he also does this next mechanic coming out from this mob here, Tremor Slam, which hits everyone for a big chunk of damage. As long as everyone's above half health, at least on a 10, you stay nice and healthy. The last mechanic is a tank buster. It's a big circle that gets put around the tank. No one can stand in it except the tank. If you do, you die. Every time he does the slam, he spawns small scarabs. Just quickly AoE them down. Just please make sure that the tank has a chance to pick them up first. Again, there's another dot coming out. I try not to commit too many cooldowns here because you do definitely need them on the boss. But as you can see, even with just one NPC, everyone falls really low. Now I hope he's going to give me time to get a little bit of mana before we engage the boss. If not, that's unfortunate. So, here's the 3 orbs, the 3 swirlings. Splice is the AoE damage that comes out for the group. Everyone now moves, no one gets hit. But unfortunately, the hunter needs to commit a cooldown, and he didn't and died. That's why you need to commit cooldowns for Splice. Again, we move every time the orbs happen. There's going to be a route incoming. We should stack up on the tank and get ready to AoE it down. That was getting scary low there. So again, make sure you move away from the orbs. We don't have a battle rest for another minute and a bit. And this is the tank buster. As a healer, there's 3 blasts that come out. Just keep on top of the tank's health. Here come the orbs. Splice is going to happen, which is the AoE group damage. And then the orbs are going to move. Unfortunately, no one has used cooldowns. Oh, there we go. See, the paladin used it for the big ultimate tapping. You really need to use it for Splice instead. Again, here comes Splice. Everyone's going to drop quite low, and there's going to be the Tremor Slam. Paladin's bubbled, beautiful. And then the orbs are going to move again. And it's going to be the tank buster. So we move away and we let the warrior take the hits. He's just shield wall for it. Beautiful. And again, the orbs are going to spawn. Tanks normally pull it away when they spawn to give us time to react. Splice the AoE group damage. Then we move from the orbs. This Death Knight's dead. That was really good. That was a really well timed death strike. Well done. Again, moving for the orbs. This Death Knight is so playing it risky. Splice the group damage. And it's going to be the root. So we avoid the orbs. Make sure everyone stays stacked. Yeah, we down the weave. Thank you, Paladin, for the freedom. That's beautiful. And we avoid the swirlies. The next one's going to be the tank buster again. We'll just make sure that the tank stays nice and healthy. I'm going to ping the Paladin so that he can battle us. And we avoid the orbs. Again, splice. And avoid the orbs. So weave, we're going to stack up for this. I'll pop a defensive. As soon as you can, quickly kill the weave and then get ready for the orbs moving again. And that's the thing. That wasn't so bad. Easily within the time limit. No score from that. I had already had that on a 10, I think. Or was that an 11? No, it was a 10. Let's see if we can get into a few 11s. Okay, that should have been the sentence fixed because there were a few things that was causing problems and I didn't quite like that. Let's see if there's any 11s going. I really don't like necrotic wake on a pug. As soon as you get to the dragon boss, Amarth, there is so much that can go wrong. Oh, there we go. Into a grim battle. What have we got? A prop paladin tank and a shaman. I'm surprised they took another shaman. At this level they don't usually like double classing. And a double power. Okay, interesting. Not ideal for the group buffs, but if the damage is high enough, that should be alright. So we got an elemental shaman with spy masters. If he knows how to use that, that should be really nice on the damage. Okay, let's see what we're going to get next. Haven't seen many shadow priests. I'd be really curious to get that one in. Oh, so he took the... Is that a boomkin? It's a boomkin. Alright. Grand battle. It's so handy having these teleports. Oh, quick repair before we go in, otherwise we're going to screw up. And thankfully we didn't die, so it wasn't that much needed. But see, if you don't get into the habit of repairing before every one of these instances, you're not able to mount inside, it can get quite scary. Quite a decently scored group. How was the overall in that previous one? Oh, only one above 1,000,000. On a 10 as well, I was surprised. And we did have a few deaths, so that can happen. In this instance here, the first casters do something that must be kicked called mass tremor. AoE group damage. It can't go off. Avoid the swirlies. And if they pull the dragon on the first pull as well, just line of sight the big knockback. If you line of sight the knockback cast from the dragon, you don't take damage. Put the Earth Collar on focus for the kick. Oh, so we're just taking it smaller. Alright. No, we're not taking it small. Alright. Interesting. So I'm going to get marked with a debuff, which means I'm going to drop a pull underneath me every so often. Here comes the knockback. We have to line of sight so we don't take that. I don't think my group heard me. If you don't line of sight, it does a lot of damage. And I'm surprised that's on an 11 as well. It just goes to show you, regardless of keystone level, mistakes can happen. Again, here comes the knockback. You line of sight the cast. Or it hits you for more than half your health, as the paladin just demonstrated. That twilight flame, you've seen the paladin just shouting. Where's he going? Where's he going? Paladin, behave yourself. That twilight flame is a dot that comes on you that also places these little things underneath the floor. If you stand on them, it does a lot of damage. As you can see on this druid, it's really taking his health down. Where the hell is he? Why is he up there? What? Oh my. Everything's going wrong. This makes for good footage. See, mass tremor, nobody's kicking it, so I'll interrupt that. These mobs here, the overseers, do an enrage for the full group that they're with. If you have, it's worth de-enraging them. Or if you're moving pack to pack, make sure the overseer has just done his enrage cast. Or wait until he's done it before you pull more. What you don't want to do is go into the next pack as he casts it, and you have at least 5 mobs all enraged. This one here is going to do a big pull, so I'll put one on focus and mark it, so that I can kick mass tremor. I'm going to stun just to give him a little bit of time, and let the damage start ramping up. Just in case something goes wrong here, I'm preparing some serious cooldowns. Mass tremor. Okay, so the damage in that pack was nice. Again, avoiding the swirlings. That was well done. So they done the hard pack, right? But they struggled with the smaller pack. Very interesting. I like it. There's a few key packs here that you need to focus, which is this one I'm targeting now, and that one there. The lower you can get these 2 packs, the easier your life becomes when it comes to clearing them. Oh, I was turning into a clicker there. I had to get a drink. If you can get those packs down quite low, it becomes a little easier. Otherwise, you have to just grin and bear it and hope for the best. Again, 3 packs. Oh, sorry, 3 mobs. I will mark one, hopefully, so that people know that I'm going to be interrupting it. And if they do mass tremor, they must be stopped on their cast. The good thing about having a boom gun. 8-second silence. Which thankfully they're going to get some real love in the next patch. When they're AoE silence, if they silence their main target, will be a 45-second cooldown instead of a minute. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that extra 15 seconds is going to be marvellous. I'm going to time my stun with both Salatath and some of the casts. Again, prioritising avoiding the swirlies. Now, regarding the boss here, there's a few things for healers to watch out for. There is AoE damage that you do get a chance to out-heal before the next one. There's a tank buster called Skull Splitter, which lasts over a few seconds, just make sure the tank's topped. And 3 people in the group will be marked with a small circle around them. As long as they make sure that they move to the edge of the room with those circles, no one will die. Just essentially with this fight, find a safe area. The circle's on me, so I'm going to move to the edge, facing inwards. It will propel you the way you face. So don't be looking over the edge, you'll get knocked straight off. There's always 4 lanes, 3 of which will be marked with the dragons. Make sure you're not daydreaming and you can easily avoid the danger path. Again, 3 circles. Are they going to move? Are they going to move? Are they going to move? Whoa, danger close. Again, moving into the safe lane. It's going to be AoE incoming. I'll pop a defensive for this one. Prioritise healing everyone else. Or not, people. Or not. Very questionable. Did he get raised in the lane, or did he not? Okay, I've got time to move to the safe zone. I'll throw some rebuffs. And here comes the AoE. That tank is falling really low with that. Again, I need people to scooch out the way so that I can easily keep everyone top. Thankfully we went to the far side this time, which buys me some time. And we're going to have the AoE, and then we're going to have the 3 circles afterwards, once we move. And safe areas all the way to the side. I don't know how this is going to work, so I'll drop Spirit Link, just in case people start hugging each other. If you are unfortunate in this fight, you can get it all in the one line, and it looks like this, and it's really scary. So it's a pseudo-win reach. Again, one's on me. I'm going to move to the edge. I'm going to look towards the boss, lest I get knocked off the edge. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can reach. Oh, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. We made it. There we go. Nothing to panic about. The next few packs, there is one elemental that does a tank buster, and then he does an AoE on the group. As long as everyone's above half health, they're fine. The 3 small casts, the Beguilers, have something called Chained Mind, which if left alone, it's a channel ability that lasts a few seconds that stuns one target. Just pick a target, interrupt it. If not, make sure you use it. Some form of interrupt to break the channel. If you can though, if you don't have an interrupt for it, wait until the Chained Mind cast goes off and then stun. That way they don't recast and it becomes a bit easier. Now the play here is normally kill this pack nice and quick, and then move down to this anvil right here. As long as you hug the inside, you can avoid the boss. Again, I'm going to mark my targets. But hopefully nobody interrupts my triangle. There we go, as soon as this casts Chained Mind, I'm going to interrupt. Any more get through, I'll use Thunderstop. And here we go. After this, while the boss is still walking around, you've got time to either clear 1 or 2 extra packs. Lava Fist is just a tank buster. As long as the tank's using their mitigation, it's never enough to kill them. At least not at the levels I've been doing. The Flame Renders here do a tank dot. Death Knights can mess up. And there's I think it's around 8-second dot on the tank, and it really cripples them. So they must watch their cooldowns. For a simple mob, it hits harder than some bosses. Okay. Is he going to go and clear more trash, or are we going straight for the boss? What are we doing, tank? Where are we going? Lead the way, oh boy. Okay, on this boss here, every time he will switch between different weapons. When he does so, there will be group-wide AoE damage. The first one is going to be a frontal that you must face either against the wall, into the lava, or away from your kiting path. Because as soon as he does his frontal, it will leave a massive pool on the ground. After that, it's going to be his swords he'll pick up, which is a lot of damage on the tank. As is, every time he switches weapons, it becomes very, very rough on the AoE healing. So Molten Flurry is the single target tank smash. You will get marked with a Molten Spark during this. Just make sure you go behind the boss and not in our AoE path. You'll generally have an easy time. The next one is going to be his mace. He walks very, very slow because it's so big. But if he reaches the tank, he will one-shot the tank. So this, the tank must kite. Then it's going to be AoE damage again. Then it's rinse repeat. He'll pick up his shield, he'll do his frontal. Oh, that is brutal. That's what happens if you don't do it right. Oh my. Then it's going to be his swords, after a little bit of AoE damage. So here comes his swords. As you can see, the lava starts to spread over time, so if you do end up cutting off your path, it becomes very difficult as the fight goes on. So let's see what way we're going to go. What way are you going to go, tank? You're going to go back or you're going to go forward? So this is the mace again, so the tank must kite. But the good thing about ours is he's on so low health that we don't have to worry too much. Pulsing AoE damage because he's switching weapons. And that's it. Nice and easy. If you make a mistake, sometimes with the shield, it's very difficult to recover because your kiting path becomes non-existent. So the tank's got 2 dots on him in a second. As he extend it. Oh, okay, fair enough. You can you can stun the mob and delay the casts from these flame renders. That way it only applies 1 dot to the tank. But if both dots go on you as a tank, massive cooldown or start kiting. Oh, we're pulling this pack as well. Okay. Again, mob on focus, ready for the kicks. I love that AoE silence from a boomkin. Here comes the AoE hit. Chained Mind for me, so I'll kick that. And this is oh, good kick. I was going to say this is what happens if Chain Mind Cast goes off. You essentially get stunned and rooted for 4 seconds. Oh, that hit him very nastily hard. So he's going to go for a big pull here. That's why he's calling for Bloodlust. I'm going to put the big Eiler on focus so I can kick it. This one you don't normally do in a pug because it can be scary. You need to stun or de-enrage the Enforcer. They get a stacking enrage buff, which unfortunately destroys the tank. And this is why you don't do this pull on a pug. It can easily overwhelm the group. There's also a curse that comes out, which must either be out healed, or if you're lucky. Oh, that nasty stun went off. As I was saying, the curse, you either have to dispel it if you've got a mage or a shaman, or you have to out heal it. Oh, sorry, or a druid as well. See, that dot right there. I can just dispel it. If I never had a class that could dispel it, it's a lot of healing. Put the big Eiler on focus again. And I'll get ready to slow the Enforcer to let the tank kite when needed. So I'm going to put down my slow. Seems like the retro wants to tank. Dot on me, so I'll dispel it. I'll enter up to chain to cast. Please start kiting. Please start kiting. You're going to die. You're going to die. Nine stacks. You're definitely going to die. That was playing with fire. That was nasty. Now this druid at the moment is slacking. He can easily take that debuff off himself. But our boy was slacking. See if I can get a bit of mana here. Still in combat though. Nasty. Just as I was drinking as well. Both in real life and in game. Scumbag. Again, the dots came out on me. It's on me again, so I'll use my ratio. When the lava benders go below 40% health, they do just a pulsing AoE damage on the group that gets harder as time goes on. I mention that because at the very end pull here there are 2 lava benders. You do not want to bring both to 40% at the same time, unless you're willing to commit some serious cooldowns. Again, the big Eiler. And the really high tank dot. Now this one here, be careful because there is a patrolling lava bender pack. Depending on your luck and your timing, you don't want to pull it with too many packs. Or maybe this tank didn't get the memo. Because there's also an Enforcer in this pack which does a nasty tank damage. Let's see how this is going to go. I'm going to put a slow down just in case he wants to outkite it. Here comes the AoE damage as well. We're just pulsing it stronger as time goes on. Now I don't really want to have to use too many cooldowns, but it seems like I don't have a choice. Druid get in, druid, or not. The tank is taking a lot of risks with these pulls. And we do have high damage, but it's a lot of risk he's taking for no real reason. That was the curse that you have to dispel or out heal. The AoE pulse damage from the lava bender. All of the casts and the enforcer smashing the tank. Again, I've put my Beguiler on cooldown, or on cooldown, very good, on focus. That way I can get the cast when required. Now this next pack, I really seriously hope that they're going to take one down to 40% instead of both. I don't have Spirit Link to keep them all alive. So I'm at their mercy at the moment. I'm going to mark one with a skull. Hopefully things will go well. Avoid the frontal. Okay, it looks like they're both coming down at the same time. This is going to be scary. Here comes the first pulsing AoE. And here comes the second one, so we'll get two at the same time now. One's down, thankfully. But that AoE is still nothing to panic about if the group use their defensives. As a tank here, first part's simple enough, just interrupt what you can. Afterwards, when the dragon spawns, you can either use these alcoves to hide in, or this one here, which will force these ants that spawn to spawn together and are easy to AoE down. You just have to use a defensive every time, or every so often. This cast Invocation of Shadow is simply the ad coming that must be targeted down. If the ad is on you with this line that you see now, do not let the ad touch you. If you do, it's a wipe. Everyone will get a hit that you really can't out-heal in the higher levels. So again, as part of the fight, the tank drags him into an alcove. Here comes the curse. It's easy enough to out-heal on the boss. And then the ads spawn underneath the boss. He'll do a knockback, which will take everyone quite low. So just make sure you're not facing the edges. Watch out for the flames if you're melee. And rinse repeat. It's easy boss mechanics. At 50% the boss will fly away. So here comes the next curse. Now I do have multiple classes here that can take it off, but they are scumbagging right now. We'll put a slow so that adds is spawned, and here comes the knockback. So make sure everyone's on 100%. Now if you're unfortunate, the tank does take some flame damage at the same time as well. Again, here comes the curses, got to out-heal them. Here comes the ads, so we're going to put down a slow. And again with the knockback. As long as you make sure everyone's topped off before the knockback comes in, there's nothing to worry around. Now this next pack is probably one of the hardest in this whole place. You've got the tank busters, you've got the beguilers which do the single target stun, you've got the dot on the tank, and several casters. Not to mention having to dispel the curse. Shame on you, Druid and Shaman. You can take care of that. So we're going to stun, which will also act as the Enrager for the Enforcer. If the Enforcer doesn't get a chance to use his melee attacks on a target, the Enrage will fall off. He's skipping the dragon. To do this, just simply hug the wall. And hope no one pulls it behind. These next few mobs, the Corruptors, will do a channel on one person. As long as they pop a defensive and you focus the Corruptor down, you shouldn't die. They also do black swirlies on the floor. If you get hit with the black swirlies, you will be mind controlled. These here. Don't stand in them. Just don't do it. Good evening. So it's channeling on the Paladin. He did pop a defensive and make sure to keep him nice and taut. Again, the back swirlies. Don't let your teammates smash you. And this one's going to be on the Druid. A lovely sacrifice there. Well done, that Paladin. The last pack here is going to have 2 Corruptors, so the healer will have a bit more of a more difficult time. As long as your party's helping you with defensives and health pots, it's nice. It's on the Paladin. He bubbled it. Thank you very much. He's on form. Ladies. Oh, the Paladin got mind control, I think. Let's see. No, he just pulled the next pack. That was rather scary from that tank. Why did he pull that so fast? Maybe take both casts on him, perhaps. Not necessary, though. We've got plenty of time to down this. Again, avoid the swirlies. This Druid's dead. That's on the Shaman. Oh my god, oh, that was close. This one's on the Paladin. I don't believe he's got any more cooldowns left. This one's on the Sham. Good sacrifice from the tank. There we go, 1 Corruptor left. It's going to be on the Shaman again. There we go. Okay, this boss mechanic here. As soon as you pull the boss, he's going to do a pulsing AoE damage, which doesn't take the grip too low. If you stand in the tentacles, you'll be stunned for a few seconds. And then he'll do something which requires you to find a safety area. Just take a few minutes, look it out, and see if you can find a safety zone. I'll show you how. Here comes the pulsing AoE. There's also going to be a stage where it will spawn small adds as well. It's very important you do not AoE the small adds straight away. So again, if you see the outer edge, quickly look around the room. See if you can find out where it's shrinking to. Find a safety zone, spread apart because 2 people will be marked with effects. You simply just have to out-heal this damage. There's going to be a tank buster that happens in a seconds. So as a tank, make sure behind you is not a tentacle. Do not be AoEing the adds until the next cast from the boss. If these small adds die, they increase the shadow damage you take. And then that's all the mechanics. Shadow Gale, find the safety area. Going to be over this side. A general rule of thumb with this, if you can straight away see the edges as soon as it's cast, you need to move fast. I'll pop a defensive here. One's on me, one's on the Druid. You don't want to stand in these circles. Here comes the small lads. Again, don't AoE them. It's going to be a tank buster. I'll use Spirit Line to keep them alive. Here comes the pulsing AoE. If you AoE down the ads, there's a good chance we're going to die. Because even with them still alive, we were really close to dying. So, find the safety zone again. What do we see? It's way over there. Here comes the edge. As long as you don't panic, you look where you need to be and move. Going to commit a few heals for this because we don't have any cooldowns left. Again, making sure you spread out. Came in, don't die.
Your ascension
Tank buster, he's bubbled.
is complete.
There's going to be the AoE incoming in a few seconds. And then finish off the ads. Shame we get caught by a tentacle there, so extra bit of healing. And that was a lovely 14 points. Few very risky deaths. Some rangeness there halfway through, but could have been worse. Well done. Gonna go for a quick break. Oh, okay, doke. No, you tanking, you healing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're healing. I'll quickly relog to my something. I'll bring my doo-doo. I'll just quickly rename this.
You've not set anyone yet.
That's okay. Gives me time to quickly update this. I'm just curious if that was a weak order that's causing problems. That's the only thing I've actually changed. So I'll double check. It might actually have a very bad interaction with the Mac. Or there might be some coding that doesn't work out, which is very, very possible. Are you healing on that? Okay. What are they up to? Where are they anyway? Let's see. Donegal, Delves, Donegal. What key have you got? That's a very good question.
Oh, I've got everything on 2.
Then let's try that one. Let's see how. Yeah, we must see what it does with us. It's quite a cool title of that one. I'm not a thief, I am a treasure hunter. Yeah.
What's that? Can I help?
Some Ollivander. Curious. Very curious. This is not curious. Definitely not.
So cold.
Yeah, it's a bit nippy, aye. Is that heating on? Did you turn it on? You did? Cool. Every minute should get nice and toasty in here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I moved it back a wee bit, so we'll have to bring it forward. Okay, no, that's a group filled, so... I'm so sorry, I listed that. What key was that? Thornville? Thornville, okay. Quickly pour it over. Having some serious brain fog there.
Where's that one? Was that the one in the machine?
Yeah, that's Gunnagas. Sorry, you're gonna get summoned. I need to fix the rest of the portals for yours because that becomes so much easier.
Yeah, I'm missing 2.
Yeah, Stonewall's one of them.
That one.
Dawnbreaker.
Oh.
I must say, it's a lovely wee copper. Let's see how well this goes. Same again, I'll just take it half and half again. Unless they're dying so fast that we just can't hurt, so. Come on, Shaman. There we go. Oh, hold on, that's my rating add-on. Whoops. Where is that? Raid tools, don't need that one. Oh, I'm trying to shove my key on. Right, honey. Yeah, timer. I think you wanted a 10. Why are we dying? Why are we in a 10? Okay. Hijacked.
You learn the true lesson of the void.
I forgot to use my icon. Whoops. Nah, could be worse. I'll get the Void Souls kick, okay? I'll see how this goes. Avoids the swirlies. A lot of nasty dots coming out in this pack. This is the thing that cripples you on a hierarchy. Arrogant about all of you a minute ago. Multiple classes that could take care of the dots, and they weren't. That was more challenging than it had to be. Because he's got aggro, and honestly, he can keep it. If you instantly start blasting before the tanks even picked up the mob, then you deserve to die. The frontal.
Oh, I was very thankful.
He bopped you, I see. No, don't stand in the swirlies. I always want to make sure you move out of the swirlies. Your ring of peace can take care of the affixes behind you. Good for the frontals, you don't want to get stunned. Suppose you're kind of spoiled when I go on this. There's not much to you.
Your time. You could get off.
No, no. Normally we have heroism. I mean, we do have a shaman.
What's the shit in our glasses?
No idea. I don't think he wants to use heroism.
Think I need.
We've got 2, so it means next time we take 2 and it'll be a stacking dot.
Yeah.
Just watch when you dispel me, okay?
Oh. Was it 4 seconds?
2 seconds. Just less than 2 seconds and you're good. And it should be the last 2. That's fine. That's actually how the pattern for high keys. 2, 2 and 2. That makes it the most healable. Okay, I'm going to move slightly. That way you can aim as required. As a healer, I don't even do it. There's enough DPS that can do it, so don't forget to dispel.
That's right. Did I manage?
Oh, only just. I'll be eyeballs, we're going, oh, please. But remember, after a wee second or 2, there's some AoE nukage on the group. Here it comes. Let's go.
Your ascension
Oh, ring a piece behind you. Ring a piece.
is complete.
That was the affix coming in at the same time.
Oh.
But that's shaming it as a clown.
Oh.
This is just like, gung ho! Why am I dead tank?
Well. I know.
No, when it comes to it, I am simply not going to be worrying about a DPS that does not know when to go down. Can we dispel the Demon Hunter? No, you can't. You can't do curses.
Oh, well, sure, that's the other thing. So that's
Yep.
on the no one triangle. What kind of
That's fine. You actually get sacrificed off that paladin. No, I've just been testing this here. I've actually upped the settings and I've reduced that 1 week order. And there is no issue. So it's actually a weak order that was causing that. I'm going to have to see if I can figure out why. Avoid the swirlies. No, that's too low. It doesn't actually get picked up by the mics. It's all good. Yeah, we need. Somebody is smoking some serious cigs outside. You did not.
I don't know.
You did. That's what happens if you don't avoid the blue circle. Or swirlies. Circles. There you go.
Oh, big question. No, you're not.
That's the side with the mobs.
You're lucky that you didn't do that.
That's exactly why I do it. For pugs. No, there's no way.
Yeah. I know those things.
You know, we could have raised you. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Let's try and make sure it's done in a certain way where we don't get too many of the crystals. Okay, there's going to be one under the bus, and then we're switching up to two at the same time, so we're ready for some AoE pulse. 2 stacks. He just got bongoed. Do remember, as a healer, get one of the orbs, please. Cheers. Here comes the next. So, adds. Switch to the shards. As long as you kill one and then wait until the debuff wears off and then kill the next one. Not like that. Make sure you've got a black orb. And nuke the boss. Get the shield off as quick as you possibly can. This is where the healing comes a bit rough. At least in hierarchies. The longer that shield's up, the more ticking damage you take. It can easily overpower a group. The thing is though, the only thing you're really in danger of dying to is DPS killing the shards that are spawning now too quickly. It's alright if you kill one and then the next, but you cannot overlap them.
Damn, that's fun.
What about? That is a lovely AoE. Just make sure you've got an orb. You can actually get 2 if you want, if you're under-geared. Makes it a bit easier to keep everybody topped up. The more orbs, the more damage to the shield, the more healing you do. Or if you're a scumbag healer, just pick up every one of them and just watch your group struggle. Wonder why it takes like 5 years to actually kill the boss. Now, 1 stack's usually more than enough.
It's some healing. Must be happening.
Not pretending you know how to, aspiring to heal. Now I've got a Tringle. You got a ring of peace, please, or you want me to do it? You can actually drop it as they're spawning. Debuff on you. It's taken care of. I'm going to do a big pull here. If you can save your kick for the mender, please, I'll get the first one. Gonna be a big pull, and again, DPS have just went yeah, and almost died. Sweet, look out for the lava cannon, please. There's a frontal. That's cool, we're close enough. A lot of stacks on me, so just be mindful. Avoid the frontal. And the stacks are off. Gonna pop a big defensive for this pack because it gets a bit youchy. I'll have a few overlapping. I'm on a triangle. Sadly means it's just unkilled enough. Now I'll like to pull the next pack and the patrol back. So I'm going to ping and hopefully the DPS behave themselves. They're actually together, which is lovely. No, that's lovely. Where are they going? Where are they going? Where are they going? Come on, DPS.
Where's that going? I don't know where I'm going.
I got it.
Yeah, next. Oh.
Same again. Triangles, mate. It's sad that the shaman did use heroism. I just didn't clock when he used it. Because he missed the first 2 calls for it. Did you catch when he used it?
No.
Hmm.
Well, just looking at my frames. So.
Your ascension is complete.
Now, I wonder if this shaman's going to be able to get the ranged kick. I'll quickly mention it. Hopefully, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, good luck healing.
Fanatically loyal, no doubt.
Let's see. Nope, he's got the first hit. Nope. I think he's just going to dispel on cooldown. Get ready for some group damage as soon as he jumps away. Here he comes. It is available. Is he going to use it? Is he going to use it? Is he going to kick it? Nope, he never kicked it. Ah well. Okay, so we're going to the far side. There's going to be a lot of group damage. And we're going to be avoiding the middle. Make sure you don't get bongoed by that big crate and stand roughly on top of the tank at the moment to avoid a lava wave.
Your ascension
Bring a piece, please.
is complete.
We're going back over to where we were. Don't die, don't die.
Yeah.
There's going to be a ranged kick required. Nope. Oh, I got it! There we go! Avoid the frontal. See? Nothing to worry about. Well done, that Sham.
Look for another main cart. If it's here, we might as well use it, unless you'd rather walk.
The thing is, I said the shaman, the demon hunter could have done it as well.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more range on the shaman, I believe. Yeah, it's 15, it's the same as the death thing for the demon hunters.
We could have ranged on the way and taken card.
No, not a bug.
Sure.
Listen, there's a lot of people that need exercise. I'm simply just encouraging it along. Tanks included. Be fluffy. If possible. Make sure you're facing against the wall and not running out to Africa. Push! Oh my, those mobs are going everywhere.
So come on.
Hug the wall, please, people. Hug the wall. The wall. Okay. Oh, there we go. Is it going to be 2 for 2?
Your ascension
There. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Nearly.
is complete.
Meow.
There he is.
I'll get a triangle.
Beyond. This seems like poetic justice, but
Same again. Watch out for the frontals as they come out. Don't be hit with the charge. And avoid the swirls. Oh, Sam, you just interrupted nothing. Legend! When you hit your interrupt button and you realise there's nothing to interrupt. That way you're thankful it's only a 3. They shouldn't last long, but feel free to switch to the totems. Every little helps when it comes to them. I'm going to pull this next set of packs back, okay? I keep on hitting that kick to nothing. Ah, just wake up.
Your
Apologies.
ascension
Have you got ring, please?
is complete.
Yeah. Oh.
I do remember you've got a stun as well if required. I know it's not just down to you, but it's good practice getting used to it. There's a good chance that... Well, it is a case of everyone deals with the affix, but sadly, it's usually left to the healer or the tank. See, on classes like Fire Mage during their combustion window, I can see why. At that point, it's excusable, you know?
No, I don't do it.
Totem? What was a totem? And watch it for the swirlies.
Your ascension
You got the affix, that's what me get it. Yeah, I can actually get both if I plant my bomb in the middle. Bear with me. Or not. That's the last time I feel useful. Watch for the frontal and then make sure you're in position to get the first two portals. So straight to the portal, please. And here it comes. And there it goes. Yeah, as a healer, healing is usually required.
Yeah. I figured so.
Yeah, but the Demon Hunter is not actually getting his debuff off. So I'll ping him. Hopefully he knows. Nope. Nope. He's going to die. Yep, he is definitely going to die.
your
There's no.
Yeah, I'll just rest him.
is complete.
Sometimes people just need to see the mechanics.
You think he's actually.
Careful. Shaman's no resetting.
Huh?
Shaman needs to reset. He needs to reset.
No.
Nope, he is dead. Oh my. Some people make it very difficult. I've got them. So a quick explanation of what went wrong there. Void Corruption simply puts a dot on you that can only be removed if you move into a portal, which spawns around the room. Whenever one disappears, another one will spawn. The healer gets the first one, the tank gets the last one. Oh, you read that?
Oh, no, okay.
That a wee sneaky. You read that, let me see. You don't, you're good. No,
I know I'm good.
there we go, give it to the Demon Hunter.
No, I suppose. I only let a few people die, and most of them aren't like that.
Healer's fault. Yep,
Oh.
yep, healer's fault. Blame the healer. Kicker.
I kicked some.
See? Consider yourself kicked. Get out!
Oh,
What are you going to drop it to then? So all threes. Why not try and go to fours? That way you actually get the next crests up.
I've done the city on 3, so I have to.
Alright? So, City of Thirds for you.
Yep. Break with me.
Okay, City plus 4, not plus 10.
No, no, break with me. not sure I'm brave enough to get four. Quickly.
What are you fixing?
Alright. That's
Oh, the ring, yeah. That was still for raiding. Excuse me, just shaking my flasks. Let's see if we can't get something for this. Any outlaw? No, assassination. I kind of want to go for something that's not the norm. So I'd like to go for something that was a bit different. Like a subtlety rogue, you know? You see retries everywhere. Assassination rogues you get by the bucket load. Give me something that's not meta.
looking for fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually doing. Not meta classes for fun. Balance, enhancement, and fire. Nope. None of them. Elemental was decent enough. It's not always taken. Destro Warlock, there we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's fine. Turn it up as much as you need to snap.
Wow.
Well, Demon Hunter's not usually meta. Here he is. So what have we got so far? Careful.
What's not?
See, there's a really high squad people, but I don't want to take them. I want to give the underdogs a bit of a chance.
Baby.
Barbies.
You can't complain about my healing.
Yeah. Maybe Barbies. You said city, didn't you?
Mhm.
Walking over. Oh. Shaman's name, the Salmonator. So does that mean if he dies, he'll be like, I'll be back. Ow, pulling the boss. Get down. Yeah, could be. Boff me. Do it. Yeah, something like that. Could be. So. There you go.
Just going like people. Oh, you died.
What happened to you? Don't know. Health ran out. You went dead.
Ran out of health. No, my fault.
Oh.
I mean, I'm supposed to heal you. So.
Something like that, aye.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm sort of making my way.
Hey, you've got the portal.
No.
You've got Stone Vault. This is one of the ones you need.
I've got.
Okay, you could have teleported to Arakara and just flew for 2 seconds.
I flew to the portal thing.
There's the warlock just arrived.
I arrived myself. Hey, there we go.
Shami's flying. Oh, we're all here. Let's go.
Okay. Wow. Am I not like I said?
Yeah, that's if you don't know what to do. Now, if you don't know what to do as a healer in the last boss, it can be very rough. Splice, avoid the orbs, Tremor Slam, and Umbral Weave. So, ready as a key, please. Taking a step up on a +4 for your wee Barbie healer. I love it.
You know, I was thinking what you told
I can easily reload, but that does not give you healing practice.
Now you learn the
Am I supposed to let people die if you heal?
void.
Well, I could go healer at DPS.
You like it?
So,
No. Come on, Tyrell. Anyone that can do the same?
no. Unless they're engineers, but it's an engineer, a priest, or a rogue.
Well, that green thing on your bar.
On my bar, even.
It's like, you? Think like a computer game.
No idea.
Here's mine.
Yep, and do remember to get some kicks as well, please.
No.
Mm.
Not sure what. Get something. Don't hold there.
There's going to be dot and group wide, so be careful. Earth, yada. Just avoid the frontal and you're good. Yeah, I should really go into the PTR and actually do some new instance testing. It looks really, really interesting. A lot of mechanics to watch for. Gonna go some more packs at the end.
I was gonna say.
On higher keys, it's alright to take the other ones, but on lower keys, they don't last long enough. I don't want to double dot you. Yeah, I do. Use some healing practice. I've got the star. Someone's got that macro for or weak order for marking the packs. So I've got star. Watch the back, please. Watch your back.
Oh, mind you.
Just remember we're going to double dot. Galen's gift could be lovely.
No.
Give us up. Give us up.
Fine.
Oh my.
Told you, I don't know what I'm doing.
Deep ended. Here comes the dot. Frontal. Well, learning wise, this is a good sort of practice because if it's too easy, there's nothing to pick up. If it's too difficult, it's frustration. You just got to find that nice wee divide.
Wait, are we talking my frustration? I'm clearly going by.
Thanks to both. Make sure you get a kick, please. Get a kick, get a kick, get a kick, get a kick, get a kick. Never mind. If you don't interrupt the kick there, dispel, please. On Sham. Remember, when it comes to the boss as a healer, you want to dispel after a second or two to give people a chance to get in position. And then just make sure you don't get stunned.
Your ascension is complete.
Right, we're going to take the first one in the corner. Come on, boss. Go for a walk. Holy moly.
Don't want to go for a walk anymore.
Right, here comes the orbs in a sec, so dispel one, prioritize heals on the other. Don't instant dispel, please.
Oh.
We just spoke of that. Please don't do that.
Right.
It's very, very dangerous. I'm going to ping us to where we're going. The boss is still quite high. I'm going to avoid the oh my god death pool. Again, after the frontal, it's going to be the two orbs, so dispel one, priority heal the next. There we go. Wow.
Why did I? Come here, heal that.
Oh my. Let's see if I can get him up. We're going to be going that way. Since it's such a low key, we can just take it in groups of 4. Avoid the frontal, look out for the orbs. Here they come. And we're going to go that way.
Oh, why did I?
I think, I didn't catch it, but I think he might have been eye-beaming. That would have just been very unfortunate. Yep. Very unfortunate timing. You got him and I'm going to start clearing.
Buffoon. Not even worthy of the fifth strand.
I'm going to get the first cast, and then I'll pull the next pack.
They went to sleep.
Oh, there we go. See, I really prefer when it's the lower keys especially. Whoops, never dodged that, my bad. I prefer when it's the lower keys to actually take non-meta classes. Because they don't get much of a chance. Hell, even in the higher ones would still take the non-meta. Because when was the last time you've seen a subtlety rogue?
Oh,
I've not seen one this whole season.
Your ascension is
I'll get it.
complete.
Oh, that's one. Think. Let's see what the first stealth there is. Yeah, I never watched these anymore because if it's going that way, there's a good chance it might be the other way. I'll have a quick check of the room. It's not the room, so it's not that way. So it's at the back. How about this mob just here? After a while, you get used to what one it's going to be based on where the shadow clone's taking you. If it doesn't take you into a building, leave it be. I think the demon hunter joined you, by the way.
good. I think I just skipped where he went.
No, that happens.
I'm not. Still don't know my reputation. I know I double tiger palm and that's supposed to be.
Blackout kick. And Rising Sun kick on cooldown. Yeah. Well, Rising Sun kick is your main priority that way because your blackout kick reset or has a chance to reset your Rising Sun kick. So you want to be using Rising Sun kick, get it on cooldown, and if it resets, happy days. And that's why it's like starting with a blackout kick, then Rising Sun kick, then rinse repeat for that. Avoid the frontal.
Your ascension
I cannot get this affix.
is complete.
Don't let people drop too low. Now let's see what the clone takes us. Now remember, it's up and over, and it's either to the left as we go over this bit, inside this building here. Oh, it's not that way. Or it's this one down here. Let me see. So we jump off here. Let me have a look to see if the clone is here. Is he? Yep, so it's in the building. No, it's not. Oh, hold on. I am wrong.
I'm stuck.
That NPC there.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah,
My bad. But it's those three that it can be. In the building, here, or at the far end. Dodgy frontal. Right, I'll run back if you just want to head up. Oh, someone beat me to it. I think you're best asking that one. He's asking how it's going. And genuinely, as a healer, if they die, it could be your fault.
no. I wipe my hands off that.
What, the dead bodies?
Yep.
Ah, you shouldn't have died. Here, give me that t-shirt.
And that's true. What would you say again? Most squishy
Squish is probably the demon hunter on this one, simply because there's a high chance that they can get cleaved. Or befell diving, or eye beaming, sorry. Been in a very precarious spot. Remember a few things, it's going to be the ultimate, which is everyone dropping low. You can actually use revival when the dots come out.
What? Use cooldowns?
Yeah, here we go. So, make sure everyone's stopped and pop revival, please. Go. There we go. And then be in a position so that you're almost against the wall or the lines. Never mind, they're going everywhere.
Oh,
Now it's going to be stack on the tank for Rhyme Dagger.
crap, I've not changed my down. I've still got the wrong cheaty, that's...
Stack on the tank.
Ah, perfect.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes if you get an overlap, you need to stack on the tank and then move with the tank. No, at the moment we're good. Again, it's going to be lines, so backs to the walls. It also depends on whether or not they're close enough to the wall, that way their pathing can't be found. And that way they just stand nice and still. So when it comes out, it's going to be the dot on everyone again, so be prepared for people falling quite low before it. It could overwhelm them.
Could overwhelm me.
Here he comes. Eyes on a Sham. Eyes on yourself. Oh, the demon runner. Oh, the demon runner. There we go. See? No danger. I'll take a bit more packs than expected here.
More people.
Mm-hmm. Kill them all.
No, what the wrong.
Ah, instead of the really quick GG, you get the red one. After this, I'm going to do quite a decent pull. If need be a vortex, then just kite them. That demon hunter's popping off, by the way. 2 mil. For less than 600 item level. On yourself, wee man. I'm going to pull that pack, I'm going to pull that pack, and I'm going to pull that pack. I can't get the affix of the spawns, I've just interrupted a wee cast. 10 stacks, so slowly kiting. This instance here, even on low key, will actually give me an idea if it was the weak aura or if it was a setting that's went ski with. It's the problem in new hardware, you can never find out unless you've got a screenshot of your settings of what it was. There's something causing some stutter that shouldn't. Up we go. It's a good thing about having Guardian. Depending on how you actually take your hero talents, when they've got Moonfire on them, they're slowed. So it allows for a little bit of kiting room. I've got the triangle.
Yeah.
8 stacks. I do have a big defensive if needed, but holding on to it. I'll dispel you if you want to dispel someone else. Dispel yourself then. Watch Zalatat at the back, please. And come on up, here comes the AoE. Got you. Don't get hit with the swirlies. Now again, as a monk, you can just use revival if you really wanted to here. Not really required though. Not in a low key. That's ready before the next boss as well though. I've got the triangle.
Oh, okay, on.
that does make healing a little bit easier. Can you get that kick please on it? Nope, cool. See, this bit here actually had a little bit of FPS stutter. So I'm curious if it does it again. No. Okay, it's the weak aura. That's the only thing I've changed. So there's some problem between the Mac and the coding for that weak aura. No, that's true. That's true. It just simply means that I need to know all the mechanics off by heart, which by this stage, I do. Now again, perfect timing for Zaratath and the boss. As a healer, just be a wee bit mindful as to how many people soak the orbs, because some need a bit more triage than others. Oh, they can die. See, a rogue's perfect here. Go through millions of them. Cloak. Or a mage. Altered time at the right bit. And then you've got things like ice block to take them off as well. So a mage is beautiful for this. Small burst of AoE damage. Prepare to soak. Don't get hit with this small circle. You really want to take one maximum. You don't really want to take more than one as a healer. Because if you go down, we go down. So. Yeah, you do have enough time not to take them, but I believe the higher up in keys you go, the more scary it'll get. Here comes the AoE, so cooldowns at the ready, please. People will fall scary low here. Shaman especially. Oh, now they all pop the major defensives. That's the unfortunate thing regarding healing.
Oh, it's a learning thing.
No, it's between healing and AoE mechanics. If you focus too much on the frames, you might miss something underneath your character. That's very possible. But since you've just switched to healing, it's an easy thing to actually get hit with. Don't get hit with the wee circle that you just get hit with. That was a case of, did you see that thing you're not supposed to get hit with? There we go, don't get hit with it.
No.
There was a big scary thing. I know which setting it is. I'm going to fix it after this. Oh, we've got ads from behind. Oh, and the minions have arrived. Where did they come from? You summon the minions. No. Did this subject last long enough? It should be pulsing AoE damage, but we are successful. Bit of a pilling it over there. Prioritising the first kick and the move, or we get both together and... Oh, good luck. Here we go. Get the first kick, stack on the tank. Or in this case, just stack on the range because they ain't going to move. Take care of the Zaratath when you can. I can't type tonight. There we go. I'm trying to interrupt the boss because I was typing. What a legend! Take note what not to do. Here comes the dot on the opener. Everyone takes nasty damage. And there's going to be an AoE. Make sure everyone's above half, please. And then there's going to be ads. I'll quickly pick them up. I'll do my tank duties. Again, here comes the next dot. This basically simulates what's going to happen during the fight, the boss fight. Instead of the dot, it is splice. Basically, different name, same effect. Watch out and move out of the circle. Tank's got to pick up the ads, and then there's going to be the boss. Your mana's fine, so I'm just going to start straight away.
Oh no, you looked on the man.
Here comes the orbs. I'm going to move. I'll move with the tank, please. Here comes the AoE. Defensives on this cast is always nice. We're going to move. Then we'll stack on the tank. We'll AoE down the weaves that come out. Hopefully before the next move. We're going to move. Here comes the next AoE. And it's going to be the big AoE circle. Don't get smashed. So as long as everyone is above half health, they survive. Yourself.
Not me.
It's going to be the orbs again, and then it's going to be the tank smash. So I'll move away when that comes out, okay? So, I'm going to move away. I'll pop a defensive. And I'll pick up the wee ads. It's going to be orbs spawning. The AoE dot is out on everyone. It's going to be the route after moving. Oh, it's not. It's going to be the slam. Shaman might die here. That was a superb defensive from the Demon Hunter. Nether walked. Well done. And we're going to move. And it's going to be the route after the AoE dot. Move out from the orbs. Don't die, 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 you died. Up you go. You're in a good spot. Get ready to move. And we're moving. It's going to be the tank soak as well. So, be gentle. He didn't be gentle. Our man died. Again, we're going to go for the orbs. The AoE damage incoming. Then we're going to move. Now it's going to move out. Make sure everyone's above half health, please. And we're going to be moving for the next orbs. Here we go. Oh, the shaman might die. The next dot. And we're good. There we go. Well done. Save +2, your first 4 as a healer.
Oh,
Hey, small victories. Come on, small victories. What is that?
there's several
Contains an elusive recipe from... What is that? I can't seem to open it, never mind. I got a recipe, it seems. That wasn't so bad. Quick break. Taking a short interlude.
Siege.
Alrighty, and we are back. You got a siege?
Siege.
What do you want to do on?
Siege. 2. Let's go 3.
You want to go to 3? Why not do a 4? Do a 4. Come on, bite the biscuit and do a 4.
People tend to die.
That's a good thing. Then you can find out what killed them. So
I
stage
find
4.
out. It's their job. They should pop coolers.
Well, as a healer, it's easy enough. You see when you spam and you're looking at the frames, and suddenly someone goes from full to dead. It's not something a healer can save them from.
No, at that point, stop looking.
At that point, you go, oh, what am I doing? Start group. Siege +4. Let's see if we can find some non-meta classes. What have we got? Destroy. I'd love an Affliction Warlock. You don't see them that often. Or a Demo Warlock even. There we go. Oops, I'm sorry. I put that back to the wrong screen. There we go. My apologies. That was in the wrong window. Now, I'd love to try and get an Affliction Warlock. I had Destroy Warlock in the last one. Just done alright damage. Nope. Come on, we're going for non-meta, please. Warlock, so you see Destro all the time. Let me see a Demo Warlock. Let's see what we can find. Oh, what's this? Frost? Nah. Survival and Havoc. That's a survival. It's a bit hard to look for non-meta classes.
Weet je wel welke? Oké. De rest kunnen we vandaag doen.
Are you managing? That seems quite hard to find non-meta classes. I mean, if we do get Warlock, see if it's an example of Warlock, the most go-to mythic boss is Destro. I'd love to see things like Affliction or Demo, or something along the lines. Oh, I was hopeful there. I thought it was a sub-rogue. Another assassination one. Was it Feral? Is it? Oh. I wonder if they just sign up without reading.
They might.
That's okay, I don't mind waiting a few. Oh, Death Knight, what we got was it? Unholy, you don't see many of them. I'll take one of them. No, but a door shot.
Lekker.
Night, darling. Remember the light and the door, please. Thank you. What was that, an arms? Oh, you don't see many arms warriors. There we go. Love it. It's a pity that that Demonology Warlock is such high item level. Oh, Affliction, there we go.
Mechatorque is fading fast. Nelly deal for a friend of mine.
The pirates are taking civilians as slaves. Put an end to this.
You've actually got the port to this one. Siege, yep. Everyone's heading over, so don't need us something. I'll be Mecha Gnome Warlock as well. Love it. Arms Warrior and Unholy Death Knight.
Where the hell am I?
That's the alliance, but just fly straight down there on the left. On your left. And there. You're asking where you are. You ported to there. It's by here.
Are you in? Or?
I'm in. Everyone's pretty much here anyway. It's just the warrior that's flying down.
The pirates are taking civilians as slaves. Put an end to this. Heroes, we'll secure the docks while you push further into the district. With any luck, we'll drive this scum from the city before high tide.
What I'm going to do quickly before we begin is grab an add-on that's actually for Zalata. Because for streaming, hearing her constantly yabbing on away every 45 seconds is not needed. So, I believe it's called Shut Up Zalata. I'll see if I can quickly find that. No, I'll have to get it later. No problem. Come on, Death Knight. No, he's in Boralis, so... Oh, I think he went to the Alliance side. That's alright. I'm just waiting for the Warlock. Am I good? This is what I checked. I'm almost capped on my ballistons.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I was daydreaming there. I almost missed that again.
We'll secure the docks while you push further into the district.
I'm going to take care of the wave shaper.
Drive this scum from the city before high tide.
Can you get the next kick, please, in a second? I kind of want them over here with the bombers. Oh, there we go. Slappy hands for the Death Knight. Love it. Let's watch the front looker.
I do usually try something.
That arms warrior just chopped them in two. Can't say I can complain. I'll get the next cast after this effect. Whenever that says stop casting, by the way, that's a wee bit of group damage that comes in afterwards.
People are hitting me.
Yeah, it's only for casting. As a first weaver, it's fine.
You got anything? I was like,
No, first weaving's fine for that. If we're careful, we're going to go straight through here. Oh, of course. Of course. No, I'm going to bring it all over. And you get the same kick. Tank problems.
Your ascension.
Careful. What were you saying? You're not quite sure if you're liking the monk, or...
no. Not sure why.
Oh, you're not sure why you're enjoying it. Okay. Well, it's not really, because when it comes to that, if you get comfortable in your monk, it's really good if it needs to be in range, and it's also really good if it needs to be in melee. So you can get around it. With a few talent changes, you can be really, really good as a Mistweaver and Fistweaving. So it's quite comfortable. The only problem you'll have is knowing which mobs you must be at ranged. Or at least, not must, but you're in better standings to be. That was me. Yeah, I'm trying to line of sight pull them in. Because if you start to know the mobs in the new dungeon as to, you know, what ones need to be in melee and stuff, it won't matter what healer you play on. I'm not yet sold on what tank I'll be playing. Yes, there we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to fess up to that. Targeting Jianshu. I'll take both of them together.
No.
I've got the caster. Careful with the pull in, we're going to get two of them. I'll try and tank it on top of the bomber. Dodge. I've got nothing for the affix when it happens, okay? Oh, we'll get extras again. How'd you get them? Well, they came for you. Healer fault. I thought that was a rogue chi burst or something there. Boom, tank's fault.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe.
Stand, dispel. Oh, can't be dispel. Never mind. Bah. Right. We'll most likely be on the warlock the whole time here, so. Good thing about not having a heroism class, we don't have to worry about waiting for it. Eyes on Zalatath. I should be able to get him here, had I?
What's on?
Yeah, my range is a wee bit bigger. Oh, Jesus. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I got it. No, don't be sorry. Thanks, job to pick them up. Hopefully the warlock's not good. No, over that. Game Tiger's list, please, boy. He's already using his speed boost, but just an extra.
I don't think I have that one.
I was expecting spellbook.
I see, I've got it on the board, but I don't have it as a mouse.
That's fine.
No, actually.
Watch your health. And here comes Zalatath. Oh, that's in a bad place as well. One sec. Don't want to install another bomb beside it. And there goes the boss. Well done. See? Nice and easy. It's the only downfall in Karma, but being the only ranged. You get everything. I don't want both packs here, I just want the one. The added disadvantage as well with this, if you are a full melee group, the commander, everyone will be sharing that if they don't move out. So far they've been good. Again, that is on Zalatath. One second, I'm going to start the RP. That way buys us a bit of time. Don't. There we go. That's safe. Remember, if you get targeted with that, please drop 2 pulls and then move. 2 circles, then move.
Oh no, I never heard that.
That's why I'm just guiding you. 2, then move. 2, then move.
Did
And it-
go up?
No. If it's 2 and then you've moved, it's simple enough. You only end up with 2 pulls. But if you move every time, you've got 4 pulls, and it becomes very scary. No, it's 2, then move. See, it's a pattern with this expansion, it seems, especially with Mythic Plus. Because when you think of Necrotic Wake, the last boss, 2, then move. Arakara, first boss, Gossamer, 2, then move. It's a common pattern. It's also so that you can easily control the space in which you have to play. This bit's usually a bit youchy. First one's on me, that's going to be a frontal facing my way as well. Going to dispel that nasty dot and bring it back over towards the spotter. Everybody got that kick. Throw the kitchen sink at it. Look, 2, and then move.
I don't
Then
think
2,
that's it.
then move. If you're paying a little close attention to it, you'll see it gets an extra bold line when the second one overlaps. Avoid the frontal, and incoming group damage. This one here, a little bit of group damage. I'll deal with that later. At 70%, the boss should jump away. Goodbye. Oh, 63. It's a lot of swirlies. As a tank, with a cannoneer, just face it towards the boat. The frontal doesn't hit anyone. That way the groups get plenty of time to find a safe area. When a cannoneer dies, use your extra action button. Pick up the cannon and fire. Avoid the frontal. And the next hit is going to be the group damage. Here it comes. Again, cannoneer towards the boat. Dodge the frontal, broadside. Find a safe area. And pick up the cannon. Come on, Fat Bear. There we go. Couldn't see it from my own big bum. It's always frontal. Shoot once or twice and fire a rocket. Or fiery rocket. Fiery ricochet. That's the very one. Ricochet. This one here, do me a favour. If you're not sure where to be, just stand roughly there. It's not worth coming too close and dying.
Oh, I know from this far behind the shop.
True. When they say reload,
I think it's safe up till behind the fountain.
yeah, as soon as they say reload, just jump forward. Even though the animation is still working for it, it's enough to be fine.
For a week or else it's protected.
Oh, I don't even have a weak order for that.
I don't know, I just came up. So
I'm stunned. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. I've pulled through the wall as well, okay? Might get a bit scary because here comes the extra ads. Can you dispel me, please?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be nasty in that case. I've got 2 debuffs.
No.
There we go. Now I can heal. That debuff that was on me there reduces the healing that I receive. Yeah, rotted wounds. It's done by the cutthroat. It's back on me again. 50%, I believe it is. Times 2. Ouch. Yeah, that one there, the tank can easily get, at least as a bear, I can easily get them. The range on my roar is big enough. Stunned again. Bloody bananas. Again. I really should pay a bit more closer attention to them. I'll get the Tempest Silence cast, okay? Do you actually know what the Silence cast is called in this? Right, okay, a Tempest does something called Choking Waters. It's okay if it's on someone else because you can dispel them. But if it's on you as a healer, it's nasty. That vortex went down a little bit late, I'm sorry. As a healer as well, Crushing Slam from the big giants can actually be line of sighted.
Your ascension
You got eyes on Zaratath?
is complete.
Because I sure don't. Yes, boss, I got. Oh, yes, I did. So, as a melee DPS and ranged, please make sure you're directly behind the snipers. Otherwise, you get targeted non-stop and it hurts so bad. But if you're standing directly behind the snipers, they only hit the boss. The tank. Well, he is technically the boss. Commander on focus for interrupting. Focusing down the radar. Move away. On the small packs, can you get the commander and I'll get the wave shaper? Yeah.
He commander.
You get the commander. On the 2 next packs, I'll get the wave shaper. I'm looking for the water light. Yeah, watertight shell, water light, watertight. One of those two. You may as well see which ones. Here comes the affix. Missed one. Can't get it. Thank you. What happened? This debuff's on me. That's okay, I can dispel my poison as well. We're good for count. We don't need that extra little pack. I quite like taking the non-meta classes, or specs. Gonna face him away for his frontal. Break water. Doesn't do any damage, but after a second it will explode, and that does group wide damage that you have plenty of time to pick people up on. So don't spam heal people, you've got millions of time. Sorry, Pidgey. There we go. Make Zaratath happen at the same time, find a safe zone. And then up on the statue. And we just got to be careful not to pull the extra pack behind. Here comes the AoE damage. Try and create a bit more space for everyone. That way the next breakwater, which happens in players' locations, will not be near the statue. I'll go this way a little bit. Get ready to find a safe area in a sec. Again, just dance around the statue. And move the boss out. Incoming AoE. Must be a different pace though from tanking. I mean, I've healed for so long now, it's just second nature. Yeah. So you're saying it's really chilled. It can be very stressful when you know the mechanics you need to watch for. But for me, tanking's the same. It's like a breeze compared to it. Plus when you're trying absolute min-max, you know the damage is coming in, so you try and instantaneously heal it. I was going to say heat it up. Okay. Okay, doke. So as long as you pre-spread here, you should be good. Especially as melee. You stay nice and spread, you won't send everyone flying. It's on the Death Knight, and then you prioritize yourself first as the healer.
Sort
It's worth waiting a second afterwards because two of them get it at the same time. Healer always dispels himself first.
of.
It's good practice. Here comes the next dance. It's on me, leave it to me, leave it on me. Tell me when.
Well,
Here comes the next dance.
Your ascension
And Zata as well, I'll take care of it. You focus on the heals. As a tank, I am not going to be clicking it.
somebody's back.
I can't do it as a tank, so I can't be the last one over here.
Am I supposed to do it?
Yeah. Jump in.
Don't mess with me, like.
Aim towards it and press 1.
Really?
And that's generally why healers aren't the ones to do it either. Focus yourself first. The Warlock can use plenty of defensives, he has loads. He seems very shy about using them. Here comes the next dot. On you, spare yourself. I shouldn't be this far out. Okay. I'm gonna have the next dots in a sec. Here they come. Warlock. I usually leave Death Knights because they've got Death Strike, they've got AMS. It covers them quite well. Dispel them before you go. Thank you.
I guess they figured out now the healers and oh, stayed
Oh,
in?
he died. Yeah, you have to actually get out.
Oh god, can't get out. Oh wait, a warlock.
I'll be having a moment. See, if you jump up there, I've just pinged, you can avoid all the swirlies. But obviously as a Fist Weaver, it's not the best.
What did I do?
If you come over here, you can actually DPS where I've pinged now. I'll show you after this instance is done, okay? There's a few spots as a melee healer where you can be. And it genuinely doesn't get in the way of anybody else. Here comes the dots. You first. Can't even get the Death Knight because he's way over there. Dispel the Warlock, please. Thank you. Next dots. Okay, doke, I'll jump in. Avoid the swirls. Dispel the Warlock, please. Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's oh nearly.
I think that's how it
Mm-hmm.
Still.
I got people a lot of score from that. Right, once you're finished with a look, come back over, please. I'll show you where. Especially in the last bit. If you're a ranged healer, there's 2 spots you can be.
I know one spot.
Yeah, one of them's over here, where I am now. If you stand here, you don't get any of the swirlies. You can see everything. and hit anyone that's needed. Or the other spot is up here.
Okay.
No, as a Fist Weaver, you want to be here. There's 2 spots. If you get out of the water, here we go. You'll likely have at least 1 or 2 melee. If they're here, you can be our next one out. And you can still DPS the tentacle from the closest point. And that way you're spread enough. Right. There we go. Thank you very much for all watching. And I'll catch you next time.